record me all you want.
I know, sir.
Okay. There's someone just flagged me down and said there's a gentleman with a kid that are acting suspicious. Just sitting here.
I don't know how sitting is acting suspicious.
Okay, so all I'm asking you is, what are you doing here?
What I'm doing isn't relevant.
It is relevant.
Okay.
Okay, come on, stand up for me.
For what?
Come on, just stand up.
Why are you touching me, sir?
Stand up, come over here.
Why are you touching me?
You have ID on you?
I do have ID.
Okay, let me see your ID.
Sir, I'm not required to produce ID unless I'm being suspected of committing a crime.
170 Sam, you buying LTAC?
I don't understand how sitting here waiting
because all I'm trying to do is communicate with you and find out what you're doing here. I
told you, sir, I'm waiting for a friend.
Okay, but why are you here?
Because I'm waiting for a friend.
Okay, not good enough.
How is that not good enough, sir? I've answered your question.
1031, 170 Sam.
170 Sam, LTAC.
Can I have your name and badge number, sir?
Yep. It's right there if you want to film it. Film it.
Boy, and your badge number?
Film it.
69.
170 Sam, am I okay?
Alright guys, buckle up. Today you're about to watch 3 encounters that expose exactly how power gets tested when citizens actually know their rights. This isn't about chaos, and this is about knowledge versus intimidation. An officer approaches a man sitting quietly with his child. No crime reported, just suspicious behavior. Suspicious for sitting? That's where it starts. Questions begin immediately. What are you doing here? The citizen answers calmly, waiting for a friend. Apparently that's not good enough. And that's the problem. When answers don't satisfy curiosity, curiosity turns into control. This is where tyrant behavior begins, not with violence, but with entitlement. Watch carefully how simple refusal to surrender rights becomes labeled as uncooperative.
Hey, can you 911 beat me at Cedar Bluff and Rothrock, please? I got an unco-op citizen.
I don't understand again how I'm uncooperative. I've answered your question.
You're not answering the simple questions that I'm asking. You're not answering.
I've already answered your question, sir.
You did. You did not tell me why you're here.
I don't have to tell you why I'm here, sir.
That's the issue we're having.
But I don't have to. I'm not required by law to tell you why I'm here.
I didn't say you were.
Okay, so then why?
As a normal citizen, someone who would like to keep the neighborhood safe, you should just give me simple answers so I can leave.
I gave you a simple answer, sir.
That's not the answer I'm looking for.
That doesn't matter what you're looking for, sir.
Yeah, come down to Rothrock and Cedar Bluff.
Yeah, copy for me, Sam.
Hey, when you were down here earlier on Cedar Bluff, did you contact anyone?
No, sir, the
Alright, I got a guy and a young kid down here that are refusing to give me any information and apparently don't have any reason to be here. So come on down here.
Sir, I've given you a reason why I'm here.
No, you know what it is? You're just being a jerk.
I'm not being a jerk, sir. Standing up for my rights isn't being a jerk.
It's not standing up for your rights.
Sir, it absolutely is.
It's cooperating with me to keep the community safe, to tell me why you're here and why you don't belong here.
How do you know that I don't belong here, sir?
That's what I'm asking you.
I've already given you an explanation of why I'm
Sitting
here.
here waiting for your friend is not a good enough answer.
So sitting...
You can't tell me you have a car here?
That's not relevant, sir.
Okay, that's the problem we're having. You're totally uncooperative.
It's not uncooperative,
It is
sir.
uncooperative.
Am I legally obligated to answer your questions?
No, you're not.
Okay, so then what is the problem?
Because it just goes to show you that you're a troublemaker.
It's not a troublemaker, sir. I've never been arrested. I've never been in trouble in my life.
You're setting a very poor example for this young kid right here.
To teach my son how to stand up for his rights?
Now it escalates. The officer demands ID. The citizen responds correctly. He is not required to provide identification unless suspected of a crime. That's basic constitutional law. But instead of articulating a crime, the officer doubles down. Backup gets called. Radio chatter intensifies. Suddenly this man sitting peacefully becomes a problem. Why? Because he won't comply voluntarily. Notice the language shift. You don't belong here. That's not law, that's assumption. The officer accuses him of being difficult, a troublemaker, even a bad example to his child. But teaching your child to stand up for constitutional protections? That's civic education. The badge doesn't get to invent obligations. The tension here isn't about safety. It's about ego meeting resistance.
It's not about standing up for your rights.
Sure it is.
It's about standing up for the community, My job is to keep the community safe.
And I applaud you for trying to do your job.
You're giving me zero information of why you're here.
I've given you information,
you don't
sir.
live here, right?
Do you know that I don't live here?
No, but I've asked for your ID and you will give it to me.
Because I'm not obligated to give you my ID,
This
sir.
is the issue we're having.
Sir, I'm not
There's
obligated.
I'm not saying you're obligated.
Okay,
but
so
when
then-
we run into an issue here where you're being uncooperative, not giving me the information I'm asking.
I've answered every question you have, sir.
We'll just wait here and see.
That's fine.
What my sergeant wants to do.
That is absolutely fine, sir. I have no problem talking to your sergeant. I don't understand how
You do understand. You're just being difficult.
it's, sir, being difficult. I mean, is it my obligation to not be difficult?
Well, when I'm just trying to simply do my job and you want to be disrespectful.
I wasn't disrespectful at all. I've called you sir. I've been very respectful.
You want to give me the information I'm looking for.
I've answered every question. Sir, I have. I've answered every.
Let me say it's not relevant. That's for the ID. You won't give it to me. So that's the issue.
I'm not obligated to identify myself unless I'm being detained for a
Okay,
crime.
well, you may be here shortly if it's.
For what?
If it's,
Am I detained right now?
no, you're not.
Okay, son, let's go. Nate,
Hit the
get
road.
up.
Hey, good luck in the future, young man.
Yeah, that's great. Nate, let's go.
How's it going, man? We meet again.
Good. How you doing?
Good. Hey, you got some ID on you real quick?
What's that? Is that a gang sign of some kind?
Identification.
For what?
The post office card so that you're taking pictures and stuff and kind of feeling uncomfortable. So we want to ID you and make sure you.
Then comes the turning point. The officer admits the citizen is not legally obligated to answer, not detained, not suspected of a crime, yet still pressured. That contradiction is everything. You may be shortly, the officer warns, a subtle threat designed to force compliance, but without lawful grounds, detention cannot magically appear. The citizen holds firm, calm, measured, and consistent. Eventually, no charges, no arrest, no crime, just wasted time and bruised pride. And as he walks away with his son, you see the real lesson. Knowledge neutralizes intimidation. Authority without legal foundation collapses under simple questions. That's encounter number 1. And the pattern is just beginning.
You're okay.
Not unless I broke my law, sir.
What's that?
Not unless I broke my law.
Well, you're making people feel uneasy and stuff like that. So we just want to identify you to make sure everything's okay.
That'd be
alright.
code 34285 3.5. Okay. Well, when you tell me what crime I've committed, I'm obligated.
You haven't committed a crime.
Then I'm not
right?
obligated.
Why are you taking pictures and stuff? You're making people feel uneasy. See what I'm saying? When we get called to something, we got to serve protected people, right? So when they call us and they're concerned about somebody, okay? But I don't need that. Okay?
My Fifth Amendment right.
Okay.
You're being live streamed.
What's that?
You're being live streamed.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Are you under the I know it.
I'm just telling you.
I'm simply letting you know.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay, you want to read it?
No, I don't need to read it. I'm just
Well,
telling you.
then you know my Fifth Amendment.
What's that?
You know my Fifth Amendment. Okay.
Right. But when we get called a suspicious person, sir.
What is that, a misdemeanor or felony, sir?
What's that?
Is that a misdemeanor or felony?
You haven't committed anything. But I'm just trying to
Then I
figure
don't
out
have to ID
who
you.
you are.
You can call me good citizen. You can call me whatever you want. You can call me bright guy with a camera. I'm not hiding in the bushes.
I didn't say you were hiding in the bushes.
Well, I don't know what they said.
Well, they called concern, okay?
Well, that's their fears don't trump my rights. Are we in agreement with that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's too bad because that's the law.
Okay. Well,
I know the law and so do you. We both know the law. And that failure to ID law only pertains to if I've committed a misdemeanor or felony.
what are you doing taking pictures?
I don't answer questions.
Okay.
I have a right not to.
All right. All right. You have a good day, sir, okay?
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Next scene. A man with a camera outside a post office, completely lawful. Yet once again, suspicious. Officers claim people feel uneasy. Uneasy is not a crime. Filming in public is protected activity under the First Amendment. They demand identification to make sure everything's okay. That's not how it works. Rights are not conditional on comfort. The citizen invokes both First and Fifth Amendments. He can record and he doesn't have to answer questions. The officers admit he hasn't committed a crime. That's the key. No misdemeanor, no felony, no lawful requirement to identify. Just like that, the encounter dissolves. No citation, no detention. Just another example of officers hoping someone doesn't understand the boundaries of their authority.
Our Mount Even Police, just so you know, everything's audio and video recorded. I see your license, registration, insurance, please.
What's your emergency, officer?
I would tell you that as soon as I see your license, sir.
No, it doesn't work that way, officer. What is the emergency, please?
I'll tell you as soon as I see your license.
Doesn't work that way.
Did you see me with my license behind?
I did see what you did, right? So, I'm traveling.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
So, it's my right to travel unimpeded by the police, unencumbered by the Fourth Amendment right, written right in there. And I know you guys don't fucking stand this, and it's bullshit that you want to come and pull me, a fucking citizen, over, so you can just let me go on my way, please.
Okay. Well, I need to see your license, sir.
What crime have I committed?
It's not a crime, it's an infraction.
It's not, well, fraction, statutes and infractions. Look up your 14th Amendment. It states infractions mean nothing to be.
I need to see your license, sir.
You do not need to see my license.
I do need to see your license.
You don't need to see. What crime have I committed?
It's a traffic offense. It's not a
You
crime.
tell me what crime I committed, I'll show you my license.
It's a traffic offense. It's not a crime.
Traffic offense statutes and ordinances are not legal. It's unlawful what you're doing right now. I just went through the same bullshit in Medford.
Oh, okay. So, I need to see your license.
You're not going to see my license. We're not giving you my, because I've not committed a crime. And it's my right, my fucking right not to show you my license. Unless I've committed a crime. And don't tell me I'm obstructing you from anything, because that's a secondary offense. I'm not obstructing you from anything. You pulled me over. You pulled me over. I got 1 minute 24 seconds so far on my clock. You have 20 minutes to complete your investigation. Complete your investigation so I can be on my way. My Fifth Amendment right, I do not need to be part of your investigation. It's your investigation. Do what you want. Leave me out of it.
Do you want me to tell you what I pulled you over for? Maybe that would help.
No, I don't care what you pulled me over for, because you can't pull me over. I didn't do anything wrong.
I can't pull you over.
You can't pull me over. My amendment right is to travel unencumbered by the police. They are the exact words. Travel unencumbered by the police.
You cannot be pulled over.
It's correct. Not from you. No, because you know why? Because you're a mere corporation. Your company, your Bounty Firm is a corporation, so you're nothing but a Walmart, a Home Depot employee is all you are. Just because you carry a fucking gun, you think you're entitled to shit. You're not. Leave me the fuck alone so I can go on my way.
Just hang on a minute, okay?
Okay.
Now here's where things go off the rails. A traffic stop, and this one flips the script. The driver explodes with sovereign citizen rhetoric, claiming the right to travel unencumbered, denying traffic laws, calling the officer a corporate employee. This is where misinformation becomes dangerous. Traffic violations are enforceable under state law. You are required to present license, registration, and insurance during a lawful stop. Yelling constitutional buzzwords doesn't override statutes. The officer remains comparatively calm while the driver spirals into profanity and pseudo-legal claims. This encounter shows the other extreme, not knowledge, but distortion. Rights exist, but they must be understood accurately, not weaponized through internet myths.
And if you're gonna do it, just give me your supervisor too. I want a sergeant, I want at least a sergeant. If you're gonna play this bullshit, bring out a sergeant. Sergeant, not a fucking idiot corporal either. You're gonna tell me my phone, because I picked my phone up because it was fucking glaring off the sun. I picked it up and stuck it on my thing. But fuck you. Have I committed a crime?
No.
May I be on my way?
No. You're detained for a motor vehicle violation, which is not a crime. It's a traffic violation.
Which is a violation. Which statutes and violations are not any kind of criminal offense. They're only made up by you. This is why they stopped the Chevron doctrine, of course you know.
Okay.
The Chevron degree. Well, you know. So listen, it's changing, but it's fine. So you guys are corrupt. You work for a corporation. So what happens is, I'm a free man traveling. I'm not
New Jersey.
In New Jersey. That's
So
right.
that's
And it doesn't. I can travel. And I can travel interstate. I can go from state to state anywhere I want. It's my 14th Amendment right, my Fourth Amendment right, that I can travel within these lands. It's actually.
Sir, I'm not going to waste my breath because you believe in what you believe, and me telling you what is right and what's legal.
It's not right.
Change your mind.
It's not
So
right.
you
It's
just
not
sit here and
legal.
wait.
It's unlawful.
Summons will be coming, and you can fight it in court where you know.
I'm not going in court.
I'm not arguing with you because I'm not going to change your mind.
Because it's a corporation. You're a corporation and you work for a corporation.
And that's the final lesson, guys. There's a massive difference between confidently asserting real rights and aggressively inventing them. In the first two encounters, calm, informed citizens stood their ground and walked away free. In the last, chaos replaced clarity. Law enforcement absolutely must respect constitutional protections, but citizens must also understand the limits of those protections. Documentation matters, education matters, tone matters. When you know the law, you don't need to scream it, you don't need to threaten. You simply stand firm and let facts speak. So stay sharp, stay informed, record when necessary. But above all, know the difference between constitutional literacy and constitutional fantasy.